Okay.
Oh yeah.
Good morning, everybody over on YouTube. I believe we're live. I did say good morning before we were live, and then Calvin said you're too soon. Right, so link for Rye.
You jumped the gun.
Link for me.
There you go.
There it is.
Oh, do you know what? I'll open up myself on YouTube. I'll turn my sound off, and I'll follow you all myself. So you're going to be on the comments.
Yeah.
Are you taking a picture of yourself?
I'm posting in the evening group. Just in case anyone forgets. We're live.
Okay.
YouTubing's where I
Lovely jubbly. Stick my phone on Facebook. And that's
Facebook
it.
mode.
I've had to park my car at the end of the street.
Oh,
Not in the usual space. I have to keep getting parking tickets.
well, yeah.
Because we're here for 2.5 hours and the
Yeah.
parking's only 2. I keep getting done. So I said to Jacob before, I said, are you not getting done outside? And he goes through little phases of getting loads of parking tickets.
Yeah, hasn't he got he's got a permit though, hasn't he? Or has he? He's got a permit for working here. Surely.
Businesses are supposed to get 10 permits each, but because we're part of a cluster in this building, it's the process has become a bit more difficult because there's like so many people that already work in this building.
Got ya. You get the permit pass per building.
Yeah, I think that seems to be.
What a fucking joke.
I think so anyway.
Yeah. Matthew Carmichael says he loves the hair, Vic.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm just going to take a little photo, seeing you're taking fucking photos yourself.
Always on.
What?
I always on.
It's all about you.
All
I love
about
McFly.
you.
I think
It's
McFly are
all
fantastic.
about you, baby.
All right, I'll stop singing. It's all about.
Is that on a timer?
Yeah.
Look at you getting all professional with your phone.
Well, do you remember though? It was on timer. I didn't realise it was on timer, and I kept taking photos, and I started like go for like 15 seconds. I'm like, why is the tape? It just does.
Yes, Pesh, I do know. I do know that song. Yep.
Right. Stop taking photos yourself, Vic, and get on fucking line, will ya?
Can I have you in your podcasting position, please, Vicky?
Yeah, hang on. Just putting Facey online. I was too busy taking photos. You can tell. Okay. We're loading. Podcast position.
Yes, please.
Hot wings.
Yeah. Hot wings.
We should do that challenge one time, but it's getting the food here, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll stink the studio out as well for the other people that are coming in.
We're about to get air conditioning installed.
I believe so, and it's going to blow hot air as well, isn't it?
I really hope so.
Have you had to move your camera because of the height of my hair?
I have adjusted the frame slightly because of your hair.
Me quiff, me growing Mohican is now.
It's fantastic.
It needs to fit on the screen.
Would you play that with us?
Are you wanting to our cup of tea?
Absolutely. Oh, God, yeah.
Okay,
Just
now.
give a little thank you to Jacob. Hey, Jacob. Don't suppose we're recording. Sorry, boss.
Little
But can we have our cups of teas, please?
Yeah.
Thanks. You cold, or are you just wearing gloves for effect?
I'm trying to break them in. I got them
Oh,
today.
yeah. Jim's got some gloves like that, and they're
Yeah.
really soft now. He's
Yeah.
used them quite a lot.
Yeah, and I need a smother glove.
Oh, nice.
They're nice, aren't they?
Jim's are similar, nice and soft.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah.
really good.
Morning. Yeah, so
I might move that camera around a little bit so we're not in the way of the main.
oh yeah, that'll do you. That looks good as well with the pad to sell thing, isn't it?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We look like we know what we're doing. So we're just sort of waiting for our producer at the moment. He made us a cup of tea about 5 minutes ago and didn't bring it in.
It's probably cold.
And so it's probably cold now.
Yeah.
I've just said to him, go and tell the boss about a cup of tea. He's just sitting there.
Should.
Are we all okay over on YouTube while we're waiting to start our episode?
We've got 14 in.
Oh, hey, look, I've got just loads of comments. Ah, what's everybody saying?
What, you on YouTube now, Facebook?
I'm on Facebook and YouTube.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm multitasking. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I've gotten as far as greetings in Welsh. Did you see the chat yesterday? And somebody used a word that I'd never. It was a peng.
Peng?
Yeah, have you heard the word peng?
Yeah.
Have you? Am I just old? Is it a
Yeah.
new? Is it a new slang word?
No.
As of about 7 years ago, I think.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
it became.
It was an Essex word, weren't it?
It was peng, and then it became leng.
Yeah. Yeah.
But what is it? Where does peng come from?
I think peng just means boss.
Fit.
I know, but why peng?
I think it's specifically someone would be peng. Speaking of not peng, we've no milk rye. So there's a sugary black tea on the way.
Oh,
Okay, right. Sorry about that, guys.
That's
I am ready
okay.
to go. Shall we?
just been waiting for
Kick
a cup
on.
of tea.
That's like substitutes when you do your online shopping.
I went to
Oh,
put some
thank
oat
you.
milk in it, and it's
like,
also gone
I
off.
used to have it like this, and I just shaved it all off because I got bored. But I'm growing it back again now.
Where do we send complaints?
Bookings.
Literally,
What's
he's
it,
had to
you
move the
delete it?
camera to fit me quiff in.
All
Right then, I'm going to put me fanny cover on me can. For those on the Tube of You, and for Facebook, I've got this cover for my can, and it looks like a fanny upside down. The vagina was at the top.
Yeah.
So
you were going 69 angle on that.
there's a little bean there, flaps, and a vag, and it's going to go over me can, and I'm going to drink me can from the vagina. I'm drinking from the vagina. I'd love to say it's the first time. I mean, I've not drank 7-Up from a vagina.
Oh yeah, there
I
is
don't think
that.
I've drank anything fizzy from a vagina.
Hi, Jacob.
Hi. I know. So the boss just walked in as I was
Thank you,
saying. I
mate.
don't think I drank anything fizzy from a vagina.
That's not the worst thing I've
No, it's not the worst thing. Will do. Oops. Right. Yeah. Are we ready to start? Yeah. Okay, Bill. Hang on. Okay then. Yes. All good. Fucking hell, right. Give us some enthusiasm. Hello and welcome to episode 103 of the Bad and Sell podcast. Just said
Mate.
to Ra, you ready? And he went, yeah. Bit of enthusiasm.
I've got
right,
a
come on.
milkless cup of tea.
A milkless cup of tea. Yeah, I drink mine that milk all the time, obviously.
No, I
You're
get
not
that,
impressed?
yes, but no-
I think, Ryan, this would be a great opportunity to grow up.
Fucking hell.
Oh my God!
Yes, sir.
Fucking hell. Morning, Calvin.
Fucking hell,
Sorry,
mate.
that was mean.
No, it wasn't at all. More of that. Oh, yeah. So there, anyway,
All right.
good morning. And it's Monday once again. We're live on YouTube and we're live on Facebook. For those over on Facebook, they're only going to get us for 10 minutes or so, unless I forget, which is quite regular. Oh, I was meant to say to you, if you got the fart buzzer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And for those who don't watch the whole pod, we have a fart buzzer, so the producers can give us a 10-minute warning. And I normally ignore it, actually, don't I? Just do my own thing.
Yeah.
But it's good to have the fart buzzer. Anyway, I am fresh off holiday. Well, I'm not actually fresh. I've been home a week. But I went to Porto with
Yeah.
Artemis and Vanilla and Jim.
I thought you were going to forget Jim then.
No. And have you ever been to Portugal?
No.
Okay.
I want to.
Porto itself is like a river city, like Liverpool. And obviously everything goes down to the river.
Okay.
So it goes down is the apt word. I've never known a place so fucking hilly in my
Really, yeah.
life. I love walking, thankfully, and I'm so glad I took my Doc Martens, which I didn't take off, because I was just walking everywhere. Beautiful place, but literally the miles that we did to make our way around this beautiful place in one day alone, I did just over 11 miles. I mean, I got a little bit lost on that day. No, I did. But it was amazing. And I think it's known as the City of Bridges. There's about 6 bridges.
Yeah.
And the very, very first bridge at like the mouth of the river, you can climb up it. And so me and Vanilla climbed up the bridge, and you get all like harnesses and all that like
boss.
climbing shit
Yeah,
and all
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah. And he was well up for it, me mate Vanilla, well up for it. And we got there, and he said, yeah, have a little pint before we go up. And I'm like, well, you know, we're about to
Quelled the
climb.
nerves.
And he went, well, I'm all right if you are. I'm all right, yeah. And it was only then that he told me that he was afraid of heights.
No way.
So I'm like, you booked us onto this bridge climb. It's a fucking massive bridge.
Is
It's
it big?
huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's huge. It's not just like a footbridge. I don't know if it's trains or lorries and cars on this one. It's
okay.
like a proper fucking concrete bridge.
Proper
I think it was
bridge.
the first concrete bridge in Europe or something like that. I remember rightly from the tour guide. Anyway, so that was one of our toys falling. Sorry, like me dildo falling. So yeah, we get up there and he's absolutely terrified. He loved it. Like, that's going to fall again. But it was really high and he was shitting himself. But he got up and he got back down again in one piece and he was absolutely fine. And the views were amazing. But I lost half a stone walking around Porto.
No way.
I
The
drank
heat?
loads of beer and I ate loads of pastel de nata, Portuguese tarts. And I still lost half a stone just walking around Porto. It's the
There
only
you go.
holiday I think I've come back from and actually lost a shit ton of weight. I mean, I've put it back on again now because, like most of us, I've lost weight. Yay! I can just eat everything now when I come home because normally
It's
you're
mad, innit?
dieting.
Yeah.
Not me. Yeah. So it was brilliant. But honestly, all four of us in a taxi on the way home from the airport, we couldn't speak. We were
Wrecked.
exhausted. Yeah.
Yeah.
From just, everything we'd done in that time and seeing this beautiful place. But all the walking, it was unbelievable. So yeah, Porto, absolutely lovely. If you haven't been, I highly recommend it.
Yeah, I'd love to go.
It's really, really nice. Portugal in general,
Yeah.
really, really nice.
Yeah.
Right, so also, do you remember in the previous episode, I talked about Tony's chocolate?
Yes.
Have you tried Tony's chocolate, Calvin?
I love Tony.
Have you had the everything bar?
What's the everything bar?
It's got everything in it.
Everything.
Everything.
I've not
Hang
tried
on.
the everything bar.
So, if you've been watching previous episodes, I've talked about Tony's chocolate. Anybody over on Facebook had Tony's chocolate? Tony's Chocolonely. Very, very nice. So, unlike normal chocolate bars, which is just like, the name
Yeah.
and all that, this is just a bit more interesting.
Yeah, I like these.
Mm-hmm.
Visually pleasing.
Okay, so Tony's Chocolonely. Now, this one is called the Everything Bar, and in it, obviously chocolate, caramel, almond, pretzel, nugget, and sea salt. Absolutely fucking gorgeous. So I thought I'd bring some in.
Fucking girthy as well. innit?
Yeah, I'd bring some in so you can. That's what I say every night. Girthy. I could show you. Now, on the inside of the wrapper, it
Show me what?
explains. Show you the chocolate.
Oh.
It's basically, it's not just about chocolate. It's about exploitation of people, not exploiting them, but fighting against the exploitation of people in the cocoa trade.
Okay.
Yeah, child labour, forced labour, deforestation due to production of
yeah.
cocoa and all that. And they talk about it a little bit more in the wrapper. So it's not just a wrapper; it's like an experience.
Oh,
So you
okay.
open it up, and it's got writing on the inside. Hang on, let's take the bar out. And it tells you all about their mission on the inside.
Oh, that's sick.
Which I've coloured in before today because I like to do that sort of thing. And it tells you all about their mission, and it's not just a chocolate bar. But I'm going to tell you something else. Do you like Cadbury's chocolate?
Yeah.
Okay, in the UK, there's only 19% cocoa in Cadbury's chocolate. That probably doesn't mean anything to anybody out there, but it basically means there's not a lot of cocoa in your chocolate.
Yeah.
And the same bar in Australia, I think it's got like 22%, something like that. And I'm like, why is it so different over there? I don't know. I haven't got the answer. But Tony's Chocolonely has got 32% cocoa.
Okay.
And so you're getting like, a proper chocolate bar. And it's really, really chunky. And the other thing that I told you about Tony's Chocolonely last time is the design
Yep.
on the actual bar itself. So I'm going to open it up and try not to use my fingers. Look at that.
That looks
I don't know if
boss.
you can see it, Calvin.
Yep.
Yeah, over on Facebook. It says, obviously, Tony's Chocolonely on it, but all the bits are in like different shapes. So when you
That's
break
boss,
it, you're
yeah.
getting all like different shapes. Now, I think I remember Dylan saying last time that it means something, but I
It
can't
does,
remember what it means.
and I think I can remember.
Go on.
The uneven shapes are meant to represent the inequality of the chocolate production process
Okay.
that it's trying to fight back
Brilliant,
against.
brilliant. Okay.
Love that.
So, for those that didn't hear, Calvin said that it's in different shapes because it represents the inequality in the cocoa trade. And I absolutely love that. And if you only want a little bit, just take a little bit,
Just
or you can
find a
take the
little
big
bit, yeah,
square
yeah.
in the middle, which
Yeah.
I often do. Would you like some?
Oh yeah, go on. I'll try.
Pass some over to
yeah.
our Calvin as well.
Oh,
It's
absolutely.
absolutely. But
I'll have a
with
little
this
fella.
chocolate, I'm going to tell you how to eat your chocolate. You can't just stuff it in your mouth like Jim does and fucking swallow it. You've got to roll it round your mouth and suck it so all the bits are left in your mouth and
can't
then
just give him one of
enjoy.
them.
Don't you fucking dare! He was about to just shove the whole bar in his fucking mouth then. Don't you dare! And you get your minging fingers all over it. I was handling that very carefully. I hope you wash your hands after you've had a piss.
Always.
Okay, pass them over to Calvin if you dare.
Fingering
Calvin,
my arsehole
after all
on
that
the sofa.
fingering he's done.
Yeah, like.
So I'll have some off you in a minute.
Oh, the can's gone.
Right, also, while I've got everybody over on Facebook and I've got everybody live over on the Tube of You, if you don't know already, we are up for an award. We are nominees of the UK Fetish Awards in the digital media category for podcasting, online magazines and all that. I think we stand a really good chance, no offence to anybody else in that category, but I think we're the best. I do think we're the best. I think we put an awful lot of work and effort in this. We're passionate.
Yeah.
We know our stuff about kink and fess and all that kind of thing. So we're perfect to win this one. But we need your help because it's a Listener's Choice Award. Mm-hmm. So I will put the link over on Facebook later on. I've already put it on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, but I'll do it again. But if you go onto the ukfetishawards.com and you look at categories, it drops down and you're looking for digital media podcast category and we come up in there. Click on that and you cast your vote. It asks you to put your email address in there, but you're not going to get like loads of shit sent to you. It's not that kind of thing. It's literally just to log the email and you can vote every single day on that same email. That's why it's like logging it for fairness. So you're not just like, continuously putting your email address in. So you're not going to get a load of shit sent to you because you've put your email address in. It is literally just for voting. And we're going to go down and hopefully we'll win.
And bring it back and stick it on the table.
Bring it back, stick it on there, yeah. So I'd love it if you could vote for us, please. You can do it every single day until sometime in November. I can't remember the dates, but I'll put that out there as well. Because I think we deserve it. Sorry to say, but I think we do. How's the chocolate?
It's nice, isn't it?
Isn't it really
I'm
nice?
taking a little bite, so
Can
I
you
get
taste
something
the salt?
different. Yeah.
Oh my God, the
I've got a chunk
salt
of salt before.
in the chocolate is just chef's kiss.
Yeah.
Okay, so also before we go on, I'm going to do a t-shirt competition now because I want everybody over on Facebook to hear this as well. You don't know about this?
I don't.
No. It's a special t-shirt competition and I want you all to be involved in this. Normally we ask you a question and if you win you get sent one of our current t-shirts in our current range. If you don't know where that is, go to our website, which is thepaddleselpodcast.co.uk. There's a little section there about our merch. But this time it's over to you. We're going to have a t-shirt competition with a difference. I'm going to invite y'all, all of our fans, our deviants, far and wide, to design a t-shirt. So this will be our next official Padded Cell podcast t-shirt. It'll go on sale across the world. And if your design is the winning design, it'll go on there. You will get a free t-shirt with your design on it. It'll feature across all of our socials, community platforms, Patreon, and on our website as well. If you want your name on there, you will be credited in full as a designer. Always. It will always be on there, even in our shop and everything. The artwork needs to be original. I'd rather it not be AI, although I know AI can help you with designs and stuff. It's pretty obvious when something's AI. Just so I know it's come from the heart and not from AI. And it can be anything, but it needs to be Padded Cell podcast linked, and maybe a bit of kink, BDSM, that kind of thing, chaos related, whatever you want to do. And it needs to be 4 colours max, just to make it easier for printing. And it needs to look good on a black or a white t-shirt. So people have got a choice. And PNG or JPEG, I'll put all this on Facebook later on, and the size and all the rest of it. Closing date is Halloween, 31st of October. And the winning entry will be announced the following Monday on the 3rd of November live on our live podcast here. So just to go over that again, you are invited to design our next t-shirt. It needs to be your original artwork, something Padded Cell podcast, kink, BDSM, chaos related. Maximum 4 colours, looking good on a black or a white t-shirt. All the spec I'll put online later on. Closing date, 31st of October. So, over to you. Use your imagination. Nothing is off limits. Sweary words are fine, because I love sweary words.
Yeah.
And to do with fandangos, peens, totally fine. Not saying that you're going to win if you put flaps on your t-shirt, but I'm just saying you have got a creative license to come up with whatever you want. There's no limits on our podcast, as you all know.
And yes, Sarah P, this is a competition you can enter.
Yes, you can enter at Sarah P. So I look forward to receiving everything. You can email them over to medic@thepedicellpodcast.co.uk and we'll have fun looking through those.
How do you drink black tea?
You're not enjoying the black tea? Your face then, it was like it was poison.
I've got a proper horror with the aftertaste.
I'll
drink it.
Would you like a water?
No, I'm going to drink it. This one fucking grow up.
You're not impressed. I think he took that to heart then. Right. How long have we been going, Calvin?
That's a good question. We have been going...
About 10 minutes-ish.
It's about 10 minutes.
Fucking hell. Grow up, Calvin.
I struggle with numbers.
Oh, bless you. Right, so in that case, before we move on to our On This Days and everything else, I'm going to kick Facey off. So if you want to join us, you can join us over on Patreon now, live. If not, you'll see this episode on Thursday when it's out to the masses. Thanks for joining us and enjoy the rest of your Monday, gang. Lean over. My face as I was approaching Facey then, a bit scary. What's everybody saying over on YouTube?
It's just Sarah P. Just having conversations with herself.
Having a conversation with herself, yeah.
Peggy actually said if it has a low cocoa in it, less than 85%.
It can't be called chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate fantasy in Belgium.
Ooh.
Oh, I wouldn't mind a chocolate fantasy. Yeah. So you like the Tony's Chocolonely then?
Yeah.
It's so nice. It's so nice.
I like the fact you get something different every bite.
Yeah, it is. But honestly, Cadbury has always been like the gold standard for years in the UK. It's not anymore.
It's been bought out, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Has it,
19% cocoa. It's not chocolate. It's just not chocolate. And when you melt it down, it's really oily.
Okay.
Palm oil, isn't it?
It is all the palm oil in it. Yeah. And as far as I know, Tony doesn't use that. It's all like responsibly.
I'm not a massive chocolate person, though, to be fair.
I wasn't until I hit menopause.
Okay.
Yeah, I was never a sweet person at all. My nan always was. She was all like chocolate cake and all that.
Yeah.
And I was like, how'd you do that? I just took one cake all the time. Now I'm a cake a day lady.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cake a day. I forfeit other food so I can have cake. And I always have a bar of chocolate in my cupboard, and I might have a little while I'm making a cup of tea 15 times a day. Little break of my chocolate. Lovely. Yeah, I can't help it. It's just a thing. I think it's just as you get older.
If you're happy, you're happy.
It's just as you get older, I think you just, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to
Kat saying you need to try Whittaker's.
Whittaker's?
Yeah.
Is that a New Zealand thing, Kat?
Could be, couldn't it?
Too much chocolate brings me out in spots, Pesh said.
Yeah.
I haven't got that problem. Right, I'm going to move on to On This Day. So it is the 6th of October. 6th of October. Oh, my God.
Oh.
What do you think about crop circles?
Oh. Love them.
You love them?
Love the whole...
Calvin, what do you think about crop circles?
I very recently discovered that anything supernatural scares the shit out of me.
Oh!
Okay.
So, fearful.
Okay,
is
so,
how I would say.
I mean, one would argue that crop circles aren't supernatural or paranormal at all. They're man-made.
Yeah.
There was an experiment, wasn't there? A couple of guys with a board and all the rest of it, but they just couldn't get it quite right. They think they've proven that you can do this quickly, overnight, or whatever. And actually, I don't think they quite got it.
Because they were precise as fuck.
They're so precise. So I've got a theory on crop circles, but I'm just going to tell you my story first, and then we can all discuss. I'm over on YouTube while I'm doing this. Why am I looking at there, talking at you? Forgot that you're there.
That's them there. Yeah.
That's them there. While I'm talking, you can give us your thoughts on crop circles. So, on this day in 2007, Trowbridge in Wiltshire. Now, Wiltshire is renowned for a lot of paranormal activity in general.
Yeah.
Okay. So, I was not surprised when I read that this was Wiltshire. Lots of crop circles have popped up there. So, on this day, A single bright light was seen in the sky, silent, not making any noise at all. And then all of a sudden, around 20 orange, like flickering orbs started like dancing across the sky. No sound, no aircrafts, just these lights. It was initial bright light and then these like orange orbs. And like I said before, Wiltshire is quite renowned for this sort of thing, and people see this sort of thing a lot. Obviously, there's Stonehenge there, isn't there? A lot of things there, steeped in ancient like mystery, history, all that kind of thing. So when people see these sort of lights, it's like, oh, there's fucking lights again. Here we go again. But after this sighting, a crop circle appeared in one of the fields. And since the 1970s, fields around this area have been transformed literally overnight with really intricate patterns, mandalas, spirals, all that kind of thing. A lot of people have blamed hoaxes with planks and string and stuff over the years. But this particular design, it was so precise. And around the time it appeared, people swore that they saw these balls of light over the field. So they saw it in the sky and then coming down over the field. And then these designs appeared shortly afterwards. So they linked the crop circles with these lights in the sky. And lots of similar things have been seen since. I've seen lots of videos around crop circles. Yeah. I've seen videos of like ring doorbells, and there's like a field just over the way. And in the distance, you can see there's orbs. And then all of a sudden, a crop circle appears. Yeah. So people don't really know what these things are. Are people seeing lights above the field, which then become crop circles? Is it just their vivid imagination? Are people going out there, spending all this time, who the fuck's got time, to create these intricate patterns overnight? Why would they do it? Why do you keep this thing going? I just don't understand why.
It'd be a laugh, though.
It would be a laugh, but you'd have to be pretty consistent.
I know, but it'd be a
come up
fucking
with new
laugh.
Stuff, wouldn't it? It would be a laugh. Imagine overnight, though.
Imagine,
come on then, lads.
Imagine me and you went out to a field and we done that, and then like 3 days
Big
later,
cock on the field, cock and balls.
We're on the news.
Me and you get caught. Me and you just like fall asleep in a heap, like poking out, and then wake up in the middle of the crop circle in the morning.
I wouldn't Venisarax.
I've got a theory on crop circles. And it's something that I've sort of thought of recently. Have you seen the videos on wherever, TikTok, of hang on, what am I trying to say?
Come on.
Like sound waves and the result of what sound waves can do in like water and stuff like that.
I think so.
Yeah. So you see like somebody with like water with oil in it, and then they'll create some kind of a sound, and the sound creates a pattern in the water. A lot of stuff is coming from this. So things like Parkinson's, tuning fork, putting it on their wrist or on their head. It's stopping their Parkinson's symptoms and stuff like that. And they're starting to research sound waves and frequency to determine, diagnose and treat certain conditions. Control, more to the point, because it doesn't actually treat it permanently. So sound waves and that, they're really, really coming into things, and people are researching to death. And I'm thinking, I wonder if there's some kind of atmospheric sound wave that we can't hear, which is causing this sort of pattern in the ground.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Because when you see the videos, this doesn't just like form in like a little, slow, literally it's like boom, crop circle. Yeah. It's just there all of a sudden. And I'm thinking, I wonder if it's like sort of a sound frequency which is causing disturbance in the ground and making these patterns. This is literally me. I've not read into it. I wasn't high when I thought about this. It's just a thought. So what do other people think about crop circles? Has anybody coming up with anything in the chat?
No.
No.
No, none of you.
No.
Say it was Jeremy Clarkson, an attractor, but he can't do a straight line.
Yeah. All I say is unexplainable until there's proof of what it is.
That's it, yeah. I'd love it to be aliens, though.
Yeah.
Just drawing dicks in random fields. I'd love that.
But this is the thing, isn't it? If it was like people dicking around Would they just be creating these intricate things every now and then? Surely one of them,
Yeah,
after a few
exactly.
beers, they'd be like, let's do a cock and balls.
Yeah.
It's always mandalas and things like that. I don't know.
Yeah. And like, if you were doing it so serious, like, what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Calvin, what do you think? Any thoughts?
I do think they look very difficult to do overnight.
Yeah.
Doing that. Yeah, I think I buy into the idea that there's there's sounds we can't perceive. There's
Yeah.
frequencies of light that aren't visible to us.
Yeah.
There could be other frequencies of other stuff that
Yeah.
far beyond our. Try and explain an aeroplane to an ant.
Yeah.
You can't.
No, exactly.
You couldn't.
Yeah.
I think in the future, all this will become apparent. It'll all be clear, and we'll learn all this, the stuff that we don't know now.
I'm failing that we'll be dead anyway. So
I won't give a shit then,
what the
will
fuck
I?
does it matter? Yeah.
I love that we've still got stuff that we don't know anything about that we can still speculate on. Otherwise, how boring would our podcast be?
I'm just glad I was alive for the calzone. Like,
July for something.
have you ever had a calzone?
No.
Fucking hell.
No.
I only had one a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
My mates
unbelievable.
have always had them, and I've
Yeah.
just don't
Pizza.
fancy it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fold.
Oh, I had the Donald one.
Amazing.
Fuck
See, I'm
me.
not a massive fan of pizza.
Yeah.
So, you've got to be a fan, haven't you?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we're going to move on from crop circles to something that was pretty tragic that happened in Bangkok in 1976. Bit dark. So, on this day, 1976, people in Thailand woke to one of the most brutal events in modern history, and especially in their history. And it was, I can't really say it, but I'm going to say University Massacre
Oh, wow.
in Bangkok. Yeah. So students had gathered to protest the return of an ex-dictator. By morning, the police, military, right-wing paramilitaries had surrounded them. Rather than move them on, or maybe even get a water cannon on them, it wasn't just a crackdown, it was a massive massacre, and gunfire just tore through the campus. Protesters were shot, ran over, beaten. As they surrendered, they were beaten and even killed. People tried to swim across a river just by the campus to get away, and they were shot in the river. Some people were lynched, others were mutilated, and their bodies displayed and desecrated in public as crowds looked on. And basically, this was supposed to be an example to anybody who dared protest against their leader, even if he was a dictator. Official records admitted to 46 dead and 167 wounded, but actually survivors said that the real number was much, much higher.
Yeah.
Hundreds dead. Yeah. And it actually remains one of the most shocking moments in Thai history, really. But the reason why I wanted to bring this up is just, yes, to give a nod to all the people that died on that day. This is 1976, so 49 years ago.
Yeah.
It's in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I know I'm old, but actually it's not that long ago. And Thailand is becoming a country where lots of people are travelling to now.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
becoming really, really popular.
Hot, isn't it?
It is, yeah. There's a programme on the BBC recently. Have you seen it?
No.
The Dark Side of Thailand or something.
Oh.
And there's been loads and loads of kickback on it because it wasn't very positive. I'm like, well, it's called the Dark Side of.
Yeah,
It's not going to
what do
be
you
a positive
expect
representation.
Yeah.
It wasn't that balanced, actually. And would I go to Thailand after watching that? Jimmy really, really, really wants to go. I'm not so sure. So maybe it has put some people off. But yeah, it's very much in the news lately, Thailand. So I thought, I'm going to bring this up. But also, this is a dictator at the time, 49 years ago. And actually, I think 49 years on, we still have dictators out there who are perfectly capable of doing this, possibly still doing this. And if they're not actually hurting people physically, they're hurting people emotionally, mentally. Right across the world, we've got dictators like this. In fact, I'd argue we've got more dictating leaders now than we've had in a long time.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And so this, when I was reading it, I was like, this could happen now.
Good.
Absolutely could happen now. Even though it was quite a long time ago.
There's a lot of shit going on in the world at the minute.
There is. So I just want to give a little nod to all them people 49 years ago who were just standing up for their rights and their beliefs and were killed and publicly displayed and desecrated afterwards. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Let's hope we don't get there again. And lastly, on this day, also in 1976, a flight took off from Barbados bound for Jamaica. Been to Jamaica? It's
No.
nice. It isn't really. I've been to
I'd
Jamaica.
love to go.
Yeah, I went when I was 19, and it's the only place I cried leaving. I mean, I wasn't that well travelled at the time. I'd been a few places but I wasn't that well travelled. I think it was just I'd come from a really, really, really stressful job in customs and excise, and when in Jamaica it was just so slow. Everything is irie, really, really slow. Everything's done at their pace. So by the time I came over for 2 weeks, I didn't want to jump on the bandwagon again. I was like, no, I'm enjoying the slow way of life. Literally, I swear to God, I'm not lying. You order a drink. And then as they're giving you that drink, you order your next one.
Because
it takes that long because it's just they have 5 million conversations and pad over to the bar, look around for the bottle opener. It's just so slow. And at first it was frustrating as fuck. But by the end of it, I was totally on their wavelength and their time zone. I did not want to go back to the British time zone of being go, go, go. Lovely place. Anyway, this flight from Barbados to Jamaica, I think it had done some other pickups on the way. It was one of these hop on, hop off type of flights when they're going around the islands. And there were 73 people on board, including an entire team of young Cuban fencers. I really fancy trying fencing. Yeah, definitely. A minute into the flight, 2 bombs detonated mid-air. And the pilot's final transmission crackling through the radio. We have an explosion. We have a fire on board. Total emergency. And then it plunged into the sea with no survivors whatsoever. And investigators later found out that one of the bombs was hidden inside a tube of toothpaste. What? And the attack was linked to anti-Cuban militants. It was a really, really, really sad time and innocent people. Yeah. And the whole fencing team was wiped out, basically. Yeah. So, on this day, some quite mad things happened. We had the lights over Wiltshire and the crop circles. Yeah. Protesters being, shot down in the street and a bomb going off on a Jamaican flight. So a lot happened, really, on this day. Right, so I'm going to move on. What are we saying over on YouTube? I have a slurp of me fanny. What?
It's just a sentence I never thought I'd ever hear.
Slurp the fanny. I am. So what are they saying?
Sarah P saying she loves the expression explaining an airplane to an ant.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. Oh, Calvin's all chuffed to see his little face. Right, so my segment. I'm going to give a trigger warning. Don't know why you're smiling.
Oh, is it bollocks related?
Yeah.
I've had mine cut open and said.
Well, it's not. It's peen related.
Okay.
So, all the penis owners out there, this is a trigger warning.
Come on, hold hands, Calvin.
Hold on tight, is all I'll say. If you do get squeamish about peens, injury to the peens, that kind of thing, you've been warned. Feel free to turn us down.
How?
I'm going
to do it.
You can't leave. And I'm going to be talking about a condition, basically, that some mainly men have got. Some women have got it, but not many.
Okay.
And it's called Klingsor syndrome. Have you heard of it?
I thought you were Googling that for a picture then, Calvin. Please don't.
No, you don't want a picture of this.
Can do if you want.
No.
Klingsor.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking no.
Okay. So the term actually comes from a Wagner opera character, Klingsor, who was a sorcerer.
Okay.
Who castrated himself to remain pure.
That's not where I thought that was going.
So, basically, in psychiatry, this Klingsor syndrome, it describes when a person, almost always a man, they'll amputate their penis and or testicles under the grip of psychosis.
Why?
Happy Monday. I know it sounds quite unthinkable, but ER, emergency rooms around the world, have seen this a lot. it's not that uncommon.
Wow.
And when they arrive, it's not just like, you know, a little cut or a surface scratch. Usually they arrive pale, bleeding, trousers soaked, penis in hand, hoping to have it reattached, maybe.
That's some post-note clarity, that, isn't it?
So I'm going to give you 3 stories of people that have done. They're only short.
One or two.
I don't need to go into graphic detail.
Okay.
We're losing Rye by the second. Calvin's engaged though.
Right, fucking yeah. Swap places with me.
I am well into this.
There's definitely a sadist in there.
I think it's the other way.
Do you think?
I've become an open-minded person through this podcast.
Becoming, and I think you're there, mate. You've arrived. You're one of us. You can't deny it anymore. Okay, so case 1. The garden shears. I loved writing this, I can't lie. So, in Britain, 1980s, there's a man suffering from paranoid schizophrenia. And he became convinced that God was punishing him for his sexual thoughts. Which I don't believe. Sorry, I've been nothing left of me. One night, the voices told him that he must act. And so he went to his shed, he picked up some garden shears, and he cut through his own penis. But it wasn't in one fell swoop. It was a bit of a hack. There's blood everywhere, obviously, and his screams alerted the neighbours, who called the paramedics and the police. But by the time the paramedics arrived, his organ was gone because he'd flushed it into the toilet, destroying the sin within. Surgeons tried in vain to reattach, but they had nothing really left to work with because there's literally, he cut it off, flushed it down the toilet, there's like flaps, and there's just nothing. So they tried to do something and there was just nothing. So he did survive, but he lived the rest of his life completely mutilated.
Like an action man.
Castrated by his own hand. So I'm assuming he would have needed some kind of plastic surgery so he could pee. Because he's chopped the penis off.
Gone,
I don't need to go into detail, do I? Are you picturing this?
Yeah, many vividly.
Okay. So next, case 2. The garbage disposal. So in the US, a 23-year-old man spiraled into a methamphetamine psychosis. And he became convinced that his genitals were controlling him. I mean, I think there's a lot of men out there that could say their genitals control them. I mean, a lot of thoughts come from the penis.
Just so I can think of this, when you're saying garbage disposal, are you on about one of those things in the sink? The fucking...
So, he became convinced his genitals were controlling him, broadcasting his sins to the world. Basically, when he was getting an erection, I think. Maybe he was getting like a stiffy on in public.
And showing everyone?
Well, but made bulging, and in his psychosis, his sin was on show. This is what I'm reading around it, yeah? And apparently, in a frenzy, he took a kitchen knife, sliced through his penis, and threw it into the garbage disposal. The grinding blades chewed it beyond recognition. Can't you tell I haven't got a penis? And by the time the surgeons saw him, there was just nothing left. Nothing could be salvaged. And he did survive, but he bore the permanent scars of that psychotic episode for life, basically.
Oh my God.
And lastly, we've got a guy in Nigeria in 2019, so really quite recent.
God.
And it says here that he was tormented by what he called evil spirits. And this guy walked into a busy marketplace. Fucking people everywhere.
Yeah.
It was crowded. Yeah. And he shouted that he'd been unfaithful and that the spirits demanded a sacrifice.
God,
and before the crowd could stop him, he drew a knife and severed his own penis in front of all the horrified onlookers. Basically, he was severing his penis as the sacrifice because of his infidelity. Obviously, people were screaming everywhere, and apparently some people fainted. There was just blood all over the place, and he collapsed in a pool of blood. That laugh in the background is Calvin. He was rushed to hospital and he saved his life, I think narrowly, actually. Yeah. But doctors couldn't do anything to restore what was gone. But apparently, this is the only one that I could find, where I could find an account afterwards. The man told reporters and doctors that he had zero regret, none. And he believed that he'd purified himself of his infidelity.
Wild.
Couldn't shag again. Peeing through 2 holes, probably.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. But he was purified, so it was absolutely fine.
Wow.
So basically, the themes here are mental illness.
Yeah.
Schizophrenia. We had religious delusion and drug-induced psychosis, so the methamphetamine.
Yeah.
And also, in most cases, there's no warning. The families in these cases said that the men had maybe been acting a little bit withdrawn. Yeah. Or maybe a bit strange, but nobody imagined that they'd go this far. They hadn't done any sort of self-harm beforehand.
Yeah.
Nothing. By acting strange, maybe like withdrawn or muttering to themselves, but no harming. It went from 0 to 100, basically overnight. Yeah. And once this is done, very, very rarely are doctors able to put them back together, even microsurgery. They just can't do anything about it. So it's gone forever. Also, with this, and the same in a lot of phenomena, they reckon that once one person has done this, it creates a cluster of similar cases. Okay. So, trigger warning again, I'm going to be using the word suicide. But it's well documented that when there's been 1 or 2 suicide attempts or successful, and it's in the media, it can trigger a cluster in that area. Isn't there a cliff somewhere in Wales or so down south? Do you know? Thank you. Where there's been lots of people repeatedly, suicide attempts. Yeah. So apparently, when guys go into the ER with this self-mutilation and it hits the press, apparently ER departments, they prepare themselves for more. Because it causes this chain reaction of men cutting the dicks off. Yeah. I mean, you've got to be quite mentally ill, really. And what goes through their head as they're doing it? As they're hacking. Like the guy with the shears. It didn't go first time. You know, hacking away. You've got to be really gone, haven't you?
Do you reckon he was hard or soft with the shears?
I think soft.
It must have been like fucking flopping about. He must have had to wobble it, onto the blade, whack, and then do it.
I mean, these guys, they cut off their penis, but there has been guys who've cut off the scrotum as well. Now, for me, I mean, obviously the penis is really vascular, more vascular when you're hard. Yeah. But obviously, it's got a good blood circulation. But the scrotum especially has got it's very vascular. And so when they're chopping these bits off, they really are risking their lives, and especially the Nigerian guy. I'm not saying that healthcare in Nigeria is substandard. I don't really know anything about it, but when we think about these countries, we don't think about ERs on every corner, ambulances, at your beck and call.
Could be 20 minutes, half an hour,
more,
an hour. Away.
And you think these guys are really putting their lives at risk, aren't they? They're so mentally ill. It's a shame. And actually, doing this doesn't cure their psychosis. It puts their mind at ease to a point where the thing that they think is causing the psychosis is gone. Yeah. But the psychosis is still there.
Oh, yeah.
And then what happens afterwards to their mental health when they realise what they've done?
I don't know. Where'd you go from
Do they go through a treatment programme then, start taking medication and get better up here, only to have the scar of that on their body for life?
That'd fucking ruin you, wouldn't it?
We both know somebody who has had a psychotic break and was institutionalised, and that person is only just getting back to themselves now, 4 years on, and they didn't do anything physical to themselves. It's all up here. Yeah. But the mental scars of that, the anguish of that, they have left, long-lasting memories. And imagine having a physical reminder of that every day as well. Something
I don't think you
so
could get
huge.
past it, could you?
No. So I have got another part to this, but I'm just going to give us all a little breather, especially the penis owning people out there.
Okay.
And so before I move on to my next segment, we are going to move on to a new segment. Rye and I were talking. Rye has come up with a new thing that he's going to do for every episode. And I've given it a little name. It's called, you can explain why it's called this.
Yep.
Rye's Ancient Artifacts. So would you like to explain what this new segment is?
Yeah, so I wanted to come up with something just like a little mini spotlight. Because often when I'm trying to think of something to do like as a section or segment for the podcast, I can't really beef it out, or do you know what I mean? I end up not beefing it out in case we run over or talk too much or anything like that. So I was like, let's do like a little mini thing, a little 3 to 5 minute little blast that we could, you know, we could end up fucking waffling for ages about it. And I was like, what can we do? And to preface this, a lot of the stuff that will be coming in the next few weeks, we probably spoke about on here. Because when I say I want to look at ancient artifacts, I want to look like mad, like, you know, medical tools from the past or torture devices or fucking
so it was medical tools, torture devices, maybe like old BDSM things, or maybe things that have become BDSM.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it was like ancient artifacts, and I was like, right, this is a Pedestal podcast. We can't just call it ancient artifacts. Then can we call it ancient artifacts?
Mr. G's ancient artifacts.
So
The
go
first
ahead.
artifact. I think we've already spoken about this, or we've spoken about a variation of this. It's called the Pair of Anguish.
Yes.
And when I was looking at it, I kept coming back to this, and I was like, I fucking love this thing. Caldog, have we got a picture?
I've got two.
Just one of them, please, because one of them's next week. The one that looks like a pear.
The one that looks like a pear.
That's the one.
Yeah.
My good chap. Pop her up.
I'll just make that a little bit bigger.
There she is.
Expand.
So that is expanded.
Yeah.
At the minute, and obviously she does go pear shaped.
Yeah.
Now,
so what do they do with this?
So it is a torture device, and from what I was reading and things like that, it was mostly orally inserted.
Fuck off! I thought they put it up your ass.
See, they've got one for that. Yeah.
I mean, I'd have a go.
Crank it out. Yes, you would. Yes, you fucking would. Jim turned around one night and went, "Yeah, love, I've got a pair of anguish here. Strap me up, Jim."
I might get a little wet on.
Right, so they would. Legend would say they'd use this for liars and stuff like that. Like if you've told a fucking bad lie and got a load of people in shit, right, you're getting the pair of anguish.
And to be fair, there's a few people I'd be quite happily stick that in
Yeah,
there.
well, yeah. Do you know what? Part of me is like,
And I forget to stop winding it.
I'd love to watch.
Yeah. Okay.
Just the pair goes in and you just fucking crank it and just see what happens.
See, my jaw can dislocate. Did you know that?
Yeah. You've said.
Watch this. So hang on.
Oh.
Can you see it moving?
I can hear it.
I can hear that. Yeah, that's my jaw dislocating.
Wow. Oh, you'd be all right with the pair.
So I could take that pair, no problem.
Wow.
Both ways.
There was a line somewhere that said that sometimes they would heat it up before putting it
So
in.
what sort of metal is it? Like a copper?
I think it's copper or iron or
It
something.
looks like copper to me.
It would have been that sort of metal, would
So
it?
that'd heat up.
And like an easily found metal in that time
Yeah,
because
it
it was
looks like
16th to
copper.
17th century Europe. But yeah, you're right. Oral, vaginal, and anal versions.
I mean, to be fair, vaginal is not going to do that much. Vaginas are made to fit,
True.
babies
True,
through 10
yeah.
centimetres, all
Yeah.
that. So, but up your arse, I mean, there's some people I know that wouldn't even touch the sides, to be honest.
It's a fucking day out for
But,
some
your
people.
regular Joe,
Yeah.
it'd chafe.
I think mostly it's oral. And from what I could see online, it was for liars, and it was designed to mutilate internally.
Sorry. I was going to say ass to mouth.
Just all three.
Yeah, ass to mouth.
See what breaks first.
Yeah.
Um,
So if you're a liar, then they'd stick this in your gob to just, was this like to make an example of them?
I see. I don't know how far they went with it. But one of the things they're saying they would silence through pain. So I don't know whether they just used to expand it to fucking really hurt. Yeah, I'd keep going with it, mate.
Yeah, yeah. You'd be a really good executioner, you know. Yeah. No, actually, a good torturer.
I like watching Hostel.
Oh, I love Hostel.
I'd love to do Hostel.
Well, as you know, we designed our cellar dungeon on Hostel.
On Hostel, yeah.
I love Hostel.
I'd love
Okay,
to
so
have
the
a go with
pair of
that.
anguish.
So the pair of anguish, yeah, that's the first one in. When you see these things in history, do you think they were actually used the way we think? Like, because it's labelled as a torture device, you just instantly go, saw, hostile, fucking people up, jaws.
I think maybe some things have been designed for something else and have been developed into a torture device. Like a lot of things that we use now, they're not made to whack people with or insert, but we do it anyway.
Yeah.
Because we've got a good imagination. So I'm thinking some of these things might not have been originally designed for that.
Yeah, I don't think people who make rubber dead blow hammers in B&Q
No.
have us in mind.
No, but thank you.
Yeah, it's fucking like £3. It's fucking funniest thing on the market.
Oh, I love a good meat tenderizer.
Oh yeah, I've got a knuckle duster one.
Have you?
Really good, yeah.
Leave nice marks.
It does.
Nice.
It does, and you can. So it goes that way.
Yeah.
But then obviously you can turn it that way, so the plate's there.
Oh, that'll be good doing it that way.
I'll bring it in.
Yeah, please do.
I'll bring it in.
Please
Bring
do.
it in. That'll be me next ancient artifact.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, that's me, and that's the new section. And
Excellent.
see what we've got next week.
Woohoo. I look forward to it. So that is Mr. G's ancient artifacts.
It's got a little theme tune.
Right, so back to chopping dicks off. Before I do, I want to say hello to all of our new Patreons. I haven't listed you all. I'm really, really sorry. I'll try and do that on the next one. But I love you all. Thank you very, very much for joining us. We've had quite a few. And also hello to our established patrons and a cheeky bum spank to our OGs. With consent, of course. So, dick chopping.
I can't believe we went through an actual fucking medieval torture device for a break from your section.
For a reprieve from the mutilation.
Respite.
No, yeah.
The pair of
Only on the Papa
anguish.
Tell podcast. Right then, so there's a lady who maybe quite a few people have heard of her because of what she did and the case surrounding her. Her name is Lorena Bobbitt.
I think I have, yeah.
And basically, it's one of the most infamous cases of domestic violence and revenge in modern American history.
Yeah, I think that,
Yeah. It's a story that really did shock because of what she did, but also the lengths that somebody can be pushed to. Yeah. So again, trigger warning for mutilation, and we are going to talk very briefly about sexual assault and domestic violence, but very briefly, just touching, just to explain the case. So, Lorena Bobbitt, she was originally Lorena Gallo, born in Ecuador, 1969, raised in Venezuela. And apparently she was very shy, polite, deeply religious.
Yeah.
And she had dreams, like a lot of people, dreams of love, stability, making a new life. In the US, and she did. She moved to the US to try and live the American dream, studied English. She moved over there when she was 18, and that was in 1987. But she did feel isolated and quite vulnerable because she was over there on her own.
Yeah.
And she met John Wayne Bobbitt. And he was a US Marine, and she just fell head over heels. And by the time she was 20, she married him. And she wasn't alone anymore.
Yep.
You know, he filled that gap for her.
Yep.
I get the impression that this guy, though, recognised that she was isolated and vulnerable and took advantage of that.
Yeah.
So the marriage very quickly turned toxic, pretty much immediately, actually. And Lorena would later say that he was very violent, controlling, unfaithful. drank a lot, gambled,
Yeah.
spent most, if not all, of his wages. Quite reckless, really. And when you think about a 20-year-old woman in a different country, completely alone without a family and friends around her, she's with this one guy, you put up with quite a lot.
You would, yeah.
And, you know, for people out there who have been in that position, you, at the end of it all, you question why you just didn't get yourself out. And actually why you go back. I went back twice.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I was in a violent relationship or everything, but, and sometimes I wish that he'd hit me instead because it would have been easier.
Got you. Yeah.
So, you know, you've got to think about how people get themselves into this position and then how it results in what she did. This is, you know, years of abuse and isolation and controlling behaviour and sexual assault on a regular. He repeatedly raped and beat her, and he used sex as a weapon of control, basically. A young woman. It's so sad. Basically, her apartment was like a prison. Yeah. Anyway, one night, 23rd of June. What is funny about this is so many stories that I read and listen to are around the 22nd to 26th of June. My birthday's the 24th of June. I can't tell you how many murders or abductions have happened on the 24th of June. It must be, it's summertime. Let's go and murder somebody. Yeah. Honestly, even Jimmy's got onto it now. I'm like, look, 24th of June again. He's like, fuck off. Anyway, so 23rd of June, John, her husband, came home drunk one night. Very, very, very drunk. And the situation at home was already quite tense. And Lorena was bracing herself. She knew that when he'd been out drinking, anything could happen. And according to her, he did sexually assault her that night. And, you know, despite fighting back, couldn't get away. He fell asleep. And while he was asleep, Lorena went to the kitchen, opened the kitchen drawer, and picked up a 20-centimetre carving knife, walked back into the bedroom, and apparently in a single motion, I'm thinking she's probably picked it up. Because it'd be hard.
Gotta be,
she's probably just gone, he was drunk.
Yeah.
So I think she's probably picked it up by the foreskin, just gone, whew, and she lobbed it off. She sliced off his whole penis, left the balls intact.
Good knife, that.
The blood spurted all over the place, and John jolted awake in agony. And she was stood there basically with a knife and penis in the other hand. So what did she do? She ran out of the apartment in sort of shock realisation, really, of what she'd done.
Yeah.
And she jumped into a car, drove away. And somewhere along her journey, she threw the penis out of the window into a grassy field.
I love how she's got in the car, cock in hand.
Cock in hand, and just launched it out the window. Yeah. John's peen being launched across the field. Yeah. John was rushed to hospital, and the injury could have been fatal. It was catastrophic, but it wasn't fatal.
Yeah, yeah.
And in this particular case, surgeons did perform a miracle. Police ran back out to the field where Lorena said she threw the peen. They wrapped it in ice, raced it to the hospital, and in a 9.5-hour microsurgery that followed, they reattached his penis. Now, if you think about his veins, arteries, the urethra, all the skin, you know, it's an intricate organ, really. So, you know, despite this guy being a total cunt, I doff my cap to the surgeons. Yeah. Do you know, they're probably using him as a bit of a guinea pig. Like, do you know what? Let's give it a go. Yeah. We don't really care if it works or not because he's a fucking rapist. But, you know, we'll give it a little go. Yeah. We'll test our technique out on him. Oh, obviously, this is tongue in cheek. I'm sure they didn't know at the time that he was a rapist. But they did it. They successfully reattached it. However, it wasn't really working properly afterwards. He did suffer erectile dysfunction, loss of sensation, and long-term complications. And I'm not sorry at all. No. Fuck you, John. John the rapist who can't use your dick anymore. I mean, what's worse than having your dick chopped off? It's having a mutilated dick put back on that you can't use.
I love that. Love that.
So yeah, I quite like that. Anyway, his personal life did spiral, and there was several arrests afterwards for assault, domestic violence, theft, and he basically became tabloid fodder. Lorena was charged with malicious wounding, which is quite a serious felony at the time. And the trial, it just captivated the nation. It was broadcast on court TV and replayed and replayed around the world. The defence laid out the grim history around this abuse, rape, humiliation. And Lorena testified about her, long-standing ordeal, forced to have sex and living in fear. The prosecution argued that she acted out of jealousy and rage because he was at his eye on other women and all that kind of thing. Anyway, by the end, the jury found her not guilty by reason of temporary insanity, and she spent just 45 days in a psychiatric hospital. And then she just disappeared from the headlines.
Yeah. Fair play, girl.
However, John Wayne Bobbitt, for years, he was in the spotlight. He became a stand-up comedian. Was he the butt of his own joke? And he appeared on late night TV shows. And he apparently also appeared in porn.
No way.
Yeah. There was a bit of a punchline around the porn. Hang on. Where is it now? I can't. There's a bit of a thing around the porn. Something about his penis being chopped off. I can't remember. But he didn't fade into the limelight, and I feel like he wasn't sorry. He took advantage of his disadvantage and turned it into a money-making thing. But at the end of the day, he's a rapist, and I think he deserved all that he got.
Yeah.
What do you think about that, Calvin? Were you clenching all the way through that?
Well, no, I agree. It good on her.
Yeah.
Good on her.
Good on her,
Yeah. It's not a nice thing to do, but this just goes to show that what somebody can do when they're pushed.
Yeah.
Really pushed.
Yeah.
So, no more dick chopping stories for now. Stand down, you can all relax.
Oh, I feel like I've been here for 8 hours.
Do you? Right, so we've been going for about an hour. So I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to do a little Lady Lobotomy.
Yes.
We like a little bit of Lady Lobotomy. Okay, so now this particular question is a follow-on from one of our last ones. One of our last ones was somebody who was in control in their real life and found it hard to achieve subspace. And we were talking about maybe handing over control in real life situations first.
Yeah.
This person also put a little add-on question. She says, I've also very much appreciated the education of how to enjoy kink and BDSM safely. And as a person who's clinically depressed, I'm wondering how I can safely move into that headspace without risking mental health damage. Little thing on the end. Thank you so much to the entire Padicel crew for all the laughs and learning. Never stop being your chaotic selves.
That's
nice.
There.
Okay, so clinically depressed. This is a bit of, I'm not going to say dangerous territory, but you do have to tread quite carefully.
Well, yeah, you've just got to be very aware, haven't you?
Yeah. Now, it can be argued actually that the hormones that we produce during BDSM sessions might actually help.
Yeah.
Somebody who's clinically depressed, it depends what medication you're on, if any.
Yeah.
What I would say, this is not something you can get like medical advice on, but you are the expert in your own condition.
Mm-hmm.
So what I would ask in the first instance, I know you can't answer me, but when you have sex, do the hormones that you get from sex, do they make you feel good the way it would with everybody else? Or is it just meh? Because sometimes when people are clinically depressed, they are releasing hormones which can inhibit hormones that are released during sex, so oxytocin, endorphins and stuff. So if you can achieve that during sex, then I would say you can achieve it during a BDSM scene. If you don't, I'm not too sure about this. This is one that I just don't really feel too able to answer correctly.
Yeah.
Because it's clinical depression.
Yeah.
And often people do take medication for this.
And
It is a hormonal imbalance.
it's different person to person as
It
well,
is.
isn't it?
It
'Cause
is. Yeah.
what I get out of topping an impact scene and what you get out of topping an impact scene could be two totally fucking different things.
Yeah.
So it's the same for someone
Yeah.
bottoming for it or whatever.
Yeah.
We can't say fucking yeah, you'll have a fucking great time.
Yeah.
You might do.
So, I mean, this person is worried that they might risk their mental health even more.
Got you.
And I totally get you.
Yeah.
There's so many people out there that use BDSM as a form of therapy because of the hormone release that they get.
Yeah.
But in this instance, I think I'd tread quite carefully. I would start in a real safe environment where you have got stuff around you, the things that make you feel safe, whether that's a blanket, a person, food, or a place, whatever it is. And just try some things in a real controlled environment, maybe without restraints, so you don't feel like you can't get out of a situation. Maybe not impact, maybe some sensation with like sharp stuff like pinwheels that will still give you a release, but not something that is gonna be too overwhelming.
Maybe wax.
Yeah.
Wax could be
things
a
that
good
are more
start.
sensation rather than pain inducing, and see how you get on. And leave gaps in between your play sessions so you've got time to analyse it a little bit. Allow your body to react over a period of time, because you know that we do this after a BDSM scene. And take a lead from yourself and be dead honest. Be dead honest. There's no point in doing this and then like, do you know what? I think that was all right. And actually in the back of your mind, you're like, dangerous territory. Be completely honest. And with your play partner, be honest with them as well, because they need to know what they're getting themselves into. And if you suddenly like go, they need to know that you can talk freely and openly about it, and they're not going to be left wondering what the fuck have I just done.
Have a look at the week ahead as well. Like if you've got a quiet week coming up somewhere, do it before that week.
Defo, so you've got a few days afterwards just in case you have a bit of a drop or an episode.
Because if the drop
whatever.
hits combined with the depression, you might just be fucking stone
But
cold.
I wanted to bring this in for other people to think about as well. I have never been diagnosed as being clinically depressed, and I have worked with some people who've had depression. And I've had to take a lead from them because everyone is so different. But I thought throwing it out there, it might lead to some discussion. I'm hoping that we can make this into a reel maybe, and we can do some discussion on Facebook and see what other people have done with this. To maybe offer some advice. I think it's something that we can all chat about between us, because I'm not the expert in this. I don't think anybody can be, because it's so unique.
It's so personal.
So I think it'd be quite nice for us to throw it out there and see what everybody else can add to this, so we can all learn from it, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay, and another little, well, not so little, quick one. This was quite long, so I'm going to try and cut it down a little bit because we haven't got loads of time. Or I might even just sort of give you the outline. But this person who's new to the scene, they've got themselves a sub. Well done. But this sub doesn't seem to be able to vocalise and acknowledge what they actually want from BDSM and what their limits are.
Right, yeah.
It's like, whatever you want to do, whatever makes you happy. Their only limits was no marks outside of below shorts and T-shirts.
Yeah.
But they're like, whatever you want to do. They're not really giving them any boundaries. And this person said it screams red flag to me, but also they feel like a service top because they're not getting the feedback.
Yeah, one sec.
So they're saying they want them to just tell them how they feel, what they want from it all, and they want to try and empower that person to open up. It just doesn't seem to be happening, basically. And it's making them tread a little bit a bit carefully, and there might be some safety concerns. The person is neurospicy as well. And being used to seeing, they don't want them to just submit to anything, to anybody. So what they're trying to do is keep them, if you like, to try and train them into being more vocal so they don't get themselves in trouble with other people.
Well, there's a website. I only seen it yesterday. I haven't tried it, so I can't say whether it's good or not. Carnal calibration.
Carnal calibration.
Yeah, CARNAL calibration.
Okay.
So basically, me and you go on it. We sign up, do our thing. I think it basically asks you what you're into. So I'm into this. I might try that. Might do this. There's my results. I ping them to you. You ping yours to me, and it only shows us the ones we matched on.
Oh, okay.
If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, you should both try this. So we're like, oh, we'll start there then.
Okay.
So if you sit your sub down and maybe go through that, you'll see the shit that you're both into, and then you can start there and be like, well, now we've tried this.
That's a
Actually,
really good idea.
I'm into waterboarding.
Some people can't vocalise, so maybe
Yeah.
go onto like an app or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that might help them.
Yeah.
But I can see why you are cautious.
Oh, definitely.
There's I've come across quite a lot of subs over the years who are just pleasers,
Yeah,
and they'll
yeah,
do
yeah.
whatever you want to do because they want
Yeah.
to please you. But it is quite dangerous territory, especially for a new submissive. This top is concerned that this submissive might go forth and just agree to anything
Yeah.
to please their top, and then get themselves into a right sticky situation.
Orange has got the best one. He always, I remember him telling me ages ago, he'd be like, okay, so I'm what's your limits? I haven't got any limits. I'll do anything.
Mhm.
Okay, so I'll get a chainsaw and just cut your tits off.
Yeah.
And he keeps it dead straight for, well, no, you can't do that.
Well,
oh, so you
that's a
have got
limit.
limits.
Yeah.
Right. I'll ask you again.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's that sort of thing, isn't it? It's just...
It is, and prompting. Sometimes subs don't know what they don't know.
Yeah.
If they're brand new,
Yeah.
they just see everybody else doing what they're doing, and they don't really know what they're into.
True.
And do you know what? At first, when I first started submitting, even as a top, I didn't really know what I was into.
Yeah.
I had to
Yeah.
find myself. I remember having an impact session with Artemis, and I enjoyed it, but I was like, am I really enjoying this? Do I
Yeah.
really get it? Do I
Or-
want to be hit?
Or do we just have to enjoy it?
Or am I just doing this because I think that's what a submissive does?
Yeah, yeah.
And it was only when I was then submitting to Jim and he was trying things out. And actually, I do like impact, but I like impact with the likes of Artemis and Orange in a different way than I do with Jim.
Yeah. Yeah.
So with Jim, there's more of an intimacy, if you like, a relationship there.
Yeah.
Whereas when I did the double session with Orange and Artemis, they were just beating the fucking shit out of me and made me arse black and blue. And I was getting the endorphin release
Yeah.
and the accolades for being so brave.
Yeah.
Whereas Jim, it's much more of a submissive
You're submitting to him.
connection.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. So going back, I think if you can't have this open, honest conversation with your submissive, they just keep saying, do what you want. I think the app that you've suggested is a really good start.
If it works the way I think it works,
Yeah.
then yeah.
However, if the person still isn't willing, you need to protect yourself.
Massively.
And also, I would be saying to this person, look, I've got my boundaries. And one of my boundaries is I really need to know what yours are because I can't practice as a top
Yeah.
unless you divulge this and open up to me. How can I trust you and you trust me if we can't even have open dialogue? And sometimes you don't know what you don't know, but start with what you've just said. How do you feel about being restrained? Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Wrists, ankles, just wrists. Nice one.
Leather,
How about a
metal.
collar? Exactly. All these things. Sometimes you need to literally go through a list because people don't know what they're into. And if you're still not getting the answers, be prepared to walk away. And I know that you feel responsible for this person because you're neurospicy, they're new to the scene, maybe look quite vulnerable. But they're not actually your responsibility. They are a responsible adult in their own right, walking into a BDSM scenario, which is very adult. And if you don't feel like you can practice and play around them safely because you're not getting that connection and information you need to walk away now because you could get yourself into a right sticky situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
So to me, this is a red flag because the person is not communicating.
Communication's key.
Communication is the only way this works, isn't it? So if you're not getting that at the first base, don't go to second, is what I'll say there. Do you agree?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to move on to our fetish factoid. Are we ready?
Yes.
Do you know?
The Waffle Man.
Do you think we should ask Calvin to do?
Yeah, come on. Come
Okay,
on, Cal
Calvin,
Dog.
you
Cal
need to
Dog.
get your best Muffin Man voice. All right, you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know?
The Muffin Man.
I like that.
I like that.
Been
I like
practicing.
that. I like. Well done.
He's been in the mirror every night, hasn't he?
And I know practicing for this very moment, building himself up for that time he'd be asked.
Oh, what a rush.
He's so welcome. He's lived his life just for this moment. So, do you know what coprophilia is?
Is it having your dick chopped off?
No.
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 No. Come on,
I
Cal.
think Calvin
Cal
knows.
Dog.
It's poo.
It is. How do you know that?
Have you not talked about coprophilia before?
I've talked about sort of scattish before. I don't think I've said the word coprophilia. If I have, I'm sorry, I'm going to do it again.
No, I think it was from the last episode I produced where we discovered that I had a scat fetish.
That's right.
I think I probably went and Googled it.
Yes. I've actually looked back on my notes. I haven't said coprophilia before. I've been avoiding scat.
Yeah.
To be honest. And I'm not going to go into it loads because it'll turn your stomach for some of you. Some of you be like, that, we're a banger one off. But coprophilia, yes, is a sexual arousal to poop. Not for the faint-hearted or weak of stomach, of course. And definitely not if you're eating a chocolate brownie right now. We are diving into the steamy world of scat. Steamy world, see what I did there?
Yeah. Can we not dive into it? Can we just leave it there?
Just leave it there, steaming.
That's enough.
Haven't we got a shit? There you go.
We got it to shit, yeah.
There you go, a steaming turd. There you go. So, for some people, sex just isn't complete without a number two.
Why?
Yeah, most of us are happy with candles and clean sheets. No, these people want a hot shit, basically.
Yeah.
And historically, this is not new. We've talked about the Marquise de Sade before today, and I have read it, and scat comes into this a lot.
Oh.
Into the Marquise de Sade, yeah. He loved writing about excrement.
Really?
Yeah. And actually, coprophilia comes from the Greek kopros, meaning dung, and philia, meaning love. So the love of poo. So, coprophiles, they might enjoy watching a partner relieve themselves.
Okay.
Rubbing it onto the skin. And yes, you guessed it, consuming it.
No.
I think we've just lost half of our followers there.
Yeah.
And there's entire corners and communities on the internet. The swap poo-centric porn, recipes, best practices.
Recipes?
Yes. It's like Pinterest, basically, but rather cupcakes and that, you know. Soz. But let's not sugarcoat it. This fetish has layers of taboo. Of course it does. Filthy, humiliation, degradation. And, of course, the risk factors that go with this. E. coli, hepatitis, all sorts of infections. But actually, for coprophiles, the thrill is in the danger of it all.
Oh, just jump out the plane.
And the what?
Just jump out the plane if you want danger.
The thrill.
Don't have to eat a poo.
Oh, they don't all eat it. They don't all eat the forbidden fudge. Some rub it on themselves, like I said before. So I did look into this, like I always do, reluctantly though, on this occasion. And I'm not king shaming. There's a lot of people. There's some that used to work on our team who was really heavily into scat.
Yeah.
Yeah. She didn't know until one day there was a guy like sitting on her chest and he let one go and he shit on her chest. And she found she liked it. And from then on, she was trying to find people who'd shit on her chest.
He killed one up by accident.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Mate.
Yeah. Anyway, so I did look into this to see how people enjoyed this.
Yeah.
Because I thought it can't all just be rubbing it on or eating it or stamping on it. Some people do waffle stomping. I've talked about waffle stomping before. Yeah. It's quite common. Anyway, apparently, psychologists say that it often ties into power play and humiliation.
Well, yeah, I was going to say the degradation side of it. I can understand.
But when I was looking into porn, it's like, fuck my life. There was a guy on the toilet with a massive erection. Yeah. I've got to be honest. And I thought this might have been gay porn, because you do see some off-the-wall stuff in gay porn. It wasn't. There was a woman on her hands and knees giving him a blowjob on the toilet while he was taking a shit. So he was launching a log, and you heard it sploosh as well. I was like, is he holding it
for the right moment?
For the right moment, because he wasn't straining. It was almost like he was like clenching it a bit. Yeah. He let a little bit go and go,
baking it,
and then holds it in.
Yeah.
So I've got the impression that she was like giving him a blowjob, and he was like trying to hold it in, ready for the splooge and the sploosh at the same time.
The double push.
Because he sort of Badoosh. And it was like this,
Okay.
and he was delighted with himself.
Well, this is fucking good time.
And the girl, I mean, I think he had a little bit of a turtle's head going on. I don't think it was a full poo hanging down, but there'd still be a bit of a smell,
There'd be
wouldn't
a
it?
waft, wouldn't there?
Bit of a waft. Yeah. So I don't know whether she was a coprophile as well, because obviously this is porn.
Yeah.
People are getting paid for this, but she wasn't sort of go.
She wasn't, yeah.
As she was giving him a blowjob.
Yeah.
She was getting down to it.
Good, fair play to her.
No gagging, no nothing.
Yeah.
So, if you're interested in different ways that you can use scat play, there's one of them. At least the poo goes into the toilet.
Yeah, that's it.
It's not going to be stomped. It's not going to be rubbed. It's not going to be eaten. It's not going to be made into muffins. It's just going to go down the toilet.
Yeah, so yeah.
So you have a little wank or a little blowjob and have a shit at the same time.
Yeah.
I mean, having a poo sometimes, it can be satisfying, can't it? Not in a
release.
sexual way. A release,
yeah.
if you've been baking it for a little while. But these guys, if they do a lot of anal and they've got a big poo, you never know. It might sort of feel pleasurable as it's coming out. Prostate. So I can sort of see
it links, doesn't it? Yeah,
where there might be a link.
It's got legs, yeah.
If you're aroused at the same time. It's got legs.
the pad's got legs, yeah.
So I've been putting off coprophilia for a little while because I know there's a lot of people just like, right, nope, I'm switching off. But I can't knock, can I? We do extreme fetish.
Yeah.
And I was interested. I was interested to see what do people actually do with shit.
Yeah.
Because I've never been brave enough to look.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the other thing I saw as well was somebody shitting into a condom and putting it in the freezer. No, they did. And then you take it out the freezer and use it as a dildo.
Asking pipeline.
Yes. There you go.
Calvin's back in the room.
Yeah. I don't think Calvin was that wet behind the ears at all when he first started this podcast. There's a lot of kinkers out there that would not know that expression. But yeah, they do. They shit into a condom, they stick it in the freezer, and then when it's frozen, they use it as a dildo. So, on that poopsicle bombshell, we're gonna go.
Tatty bye. What a fucking episode that was, mate. Jesus
Also, if you put the kettle on, get yourself a muffin or something to dunk in your tea or something, but I'm not going to after that because nobody wants to eat after that.
Can we just have a minute silence?
A minute silence just to reflect and
prayers,
come down from that. So, if you are binge watching, put the kettle on. We'll see you in 5. If not, we'll see you next week. Thanks for joining us.
Love you, mate.